This is an extra video to show you how to get this red glow effect. So if I go over to my top layer, you'll notice I have an effect here. If I turn that off, that's what my project looked like originally. And when I turn it on with that red glow, it looks like that. So let's take a look at this red glow. First of all, you're going to get the red glow by clicking this FX icon down here. That is for adding a layer style. So I'm just going to go ahead and look at this layer style that I added. It was an inner glow. And most of this is on default. The only thing I really changed was the color here. So I'm not going to tell you to leave it exactly like this because everybody's image is different, but this default setting with changing the color to red happened to work pretty well with what I had here. One thing that I noticed that changes this quite a bit is the range. So if I want to make that a little less subtle, I turn the range up. If I want to make it a little bit more pronounced, I turn the range down. Okay, so range is something that you could play with if you wanted to. And I would also say that you can play with any of the settings in here so that it gets the effect that you are actually looking for your picture. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that, and I'm going to go back to the more recent Cyborg that I created, and I'm going to add a glow to this, but instead of red, I'm going to try to add a blue glow to show you that you can do this with any image really, and it may turn out that you don't like the way that it's turning out, and then you can simply turn it off. Okay, so you're going to go to the image that you distorted. In my case, it's not the top layer because I added this eye color, so it's the one just below that. And you want to be on the layer mask. So right now I'm on the layer, so I'm going to click over here, and I need to be on the layer mask for that layer. I'm going to go down to my add a layer style, click it, and I want to go to inner glow. This is on default except that the color was changed to red because I had been on my Terminator project. When you first open this, if you've opened in default and none of the settings have changed, this color right here will be white. That should be the only difference from what you see here. I also have this on preview if you look over here so I can see what's happening over here to my layer. I can turn this off and you can see that's without it and that's with it. But I do want to make this more of a blue color, since that kind of, I think, will match my project a little bit better. I don't want to get too high on that because then it starts looking kind of purpley. So I think I'll go down into these kind of turquoise blue colors and say okay. All right, and then again, maybe I'm going to just check this range. So this would be more intense, less intense. Okay, and I'll say okay right there. It's that easy. And now if you look at this top layer, the one that I distorted, I have an effect and it's an inner glow. If I want to turn that off, I can turn that off. I don't really like that. I kind of like the way that that looks around my eye area. I'm not so sure around the chin, although I don't think it looks too terribly horrible. So that is an option that you can do if you'd like to. You can try it, turn it off if you don't like it. Make sure you remember to save your project before you submit.